So yeah, we got the man coming in.
Mhm.
Weedy Weezy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're finally in here.
Yeah. I see you. Oh, you done let the whole yeah, come
Yeah.
on in. I'll leave
Can you
Ghana.
see me though? Is it bright enough?
Huh?
Can you see me though? Is it bright enough?
Yeah, I can see you. You can use a little more light, but if you ain't got no, you cool enough. If you can
All
get
right,
it there,
all right, all right.
you be in the cut
Okay,
like
okay,
JoJo.
okay, okay.
So what's good with you, man?
All is well. All is well, my brother. All is well. All is
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, so yeah, we premiered, man. Yesterday we premiered. The people loved it. They showed the movie so much love. They continuously showing love. Hey, we got a hit on our hands, bro. It's verified by
Man,
the
I'm
whole
super
audience.
excited, man. I can't really this is a long way coming, and for us to get this far,
Yeah.
for us to come this far, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a blessing. It's definitely a blessing.
Yeah. So this what it is, man. Like I told, we gonna get into coming to Africa. We gonna talk about that. But I mainly want
Right.
to talk about PY Addo Boateng. You know what I mean?
Ah!
For real, man. Hey. So
Ah!
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Power mentioned on the live, like part of your story, man, is going to Philander Smith over here in Little Rock. So yeah, man, get the people on here,
That's
get
right.
some little background about your American connection, how you ended up over
Well,
here and what it was like.
well, I mean, coming to Little Rock was never part of the plan, because I was supposed to be in Canada,
Yeah.
and that just happened. But I really thank God for that opportunity, because coming all the way from Ghana, and coming to college in Little Rock, Arkansas, in the U.S. was something totally different for me. It was a new wave. It was a new chapter for me, and living in Little Rock, going to school in Little Rock, Philander Smith. Shout out to Philander Smith College. you
Yeah.
know, experiencing, what it means to be black, to be African, to be in America, and to live in Little Rock, Arkansas. Where KKK is just right around the corner. So and then coming in and working on this project, this is what I live for, Anwar, for real. This is what I really live for.
Yeah, yeah, man. So a little bit more. So tell us about Bless the Mic, man. So when I got over there, I had heard about Bless the Mic. Howard had talked about
Right.
backing Bless the Mic, and it just so happened I was there in time to catch a Bless the Mic event. When I got over there, man, and the talent in Ghana. A lot of people know about it, man, but I feel like one thing about Ghana that I see is people get the most out of their talent. You see people who have talent and they getting the most out of it. So tell us about starting with
Absolutely.
Bless the Mic, how long it's been going, and some of the artists that came out of there.
All right. So Bless the Mic is basically a platform for for fresh talents, for untapped talents, for us to discover new talents. But let me backtrack a little bit, since I was talking about Philander Smith.
All right.
So back in Little Rock. So whilst I was in college, I was working for a radio station called KABF. Being run by John Kane. Old school, old guy, really sharp. He taught me everything that I know about radio.
Okay.
So I had a show there called Zion Train, on KABF. So through doing the shows, I was able to meet a lot of people, work with Seven and a few other guys. I can't remember some of the guys, but these guys used to work with cats like the Executionists out of California,
Okay.
DJs, turntable DJs.
Yeah.
So that's how we got involved with all of that, and then kind of expanded. And then so working with them, I took what I knew already from Ghana, which is always loving hip hop, growing up listening to DJs from back in the days like Heavy D and DJ Woodman, you know, my man Kwame Fachi and GI back in the days on Groove FM, so we grew up with hip hop, we grew up with the culture, we are the culture, so going through all that experiences and then coming back home, and I was like, I need to bring something back, and then also at the same time be able to elevate, the youngins, to be able to pave a platform where we can have, fresh talents, be able to market them and then push them across the globe. And then that's how we birthed Bless the Mic.
All right. So yeah, who's some of the artists who came through Bless the Mic? Some of the alumni.
Some of the alumni.
I don't know if you want to get so many people, you don't want to leave nobody out. So I understand if you don't even want to say names.
Well, at least I still need to, since I'm on the platform, I need to talk about them. So,
all right.
What are some of the artists? Manifest, Stoneboy, Young Boss 436, which I'm going to talk about him in a bit, in a little bit. Mutombo, Trickmatic, Sarkodie Pass Through, Guru, The Beautiful, Ever So Full, Ifia, the list goes on and on. Power, Future, you name it. We had all kinds of collabos with people from across the globe. Rocky Dauni, you name
it. On and on, huh? Hey,
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. So I was just hearing about it from a distance, man. But even just the event I got to go to, and just, the variety, just to give people that opportunity, man. Sometimes that's all it takes is that stage, that platform, that microphone, the audience. And if you got it, the audience going to grab it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It's not just about impressing them, but also making sure that you can come through, showcase your craft, work on your craft, because you need to feel that. If you don't feel it, you cannot grow like the artist that you're supposed to be, because you need to feel it. You need to interact with the people at that early stage. Yeah. That's how you can break certain chains out of your artistry,
Yeah, absolutely. I see the Empress. She just came in saying, "What's up to you?" The Empress. You see, she said, "What's up?"
What's up?
Yeah. So, hey, check it out.
Yes, sir.
This was crazy, man. So now we got to get to you can add in any details because I'm going to skip around, but I missed the whole legacy of the One Show. I just heard about what was going on with PY, but PY and the fabulous Jocelyn Dumas hosting the #1 show in Ghana and all that. I missed that whole era, but I just hear about it and we was moving around. Hey, I see it. And what's funny, when we went to the awards show, when we went to the Ghana Movie Awards, and you threw that tux on, when the lights everybody in the pits, I'm like, that's the PY, that's the PY. Like, you come out with whatever you feel like, you know what I mean? And you turn into a real host. I mean, you can tell. So what was that experience like, man? What was up with the One Show?
Well, with the One Show was another life-changing experience for me, because I had always been behind the scenes, not only working with the ever beautiful Jocelyn, very talented, doing great movies right now, and definitely we're gonna get her, in that script.
Part 2, when I saw Silverbird, I said you did part 2, and she said yes. So Jocelyn, you see this? You remember at Silverbird, we said part 2. Watch out for the sequel. Okay, continue.
Yes. So, so always being behind the scenes, so coming in front of the camera in the beginning, it was a bit of a new space for me to get used to. But then picking it up, getting used to directors talking to you, producers talking to you, interacting with your guests, and then at the same time being on point. that was very good for me. I mean, I love being in front of the camera, and I would definitely look forward to doing more TV shows, you know. And the one show also gave us a lot of opportunities as far as being able to expand. Like, for example, working with the one show in the UK, you know, that was a great collabo that we had during our time on the one show.
Yeah.
And then definitely everyone who was part of the team, the producers, the directors, the entire team, the research team, they all played a role that made us feel welcome and then comfortable. Shout outs to Ama said, I need to put this on record.
Hey, man, shout out to her. Ama
You know,
you
know,
yes, salute.
yes. Because if it wasn't for her, I'll never be on the one show. You know, she told me about the audition when we were working on another project. I think we were working on the first Vodafone Icons, you know, and then she told me about that. And I will never forget that, you know. And since then, you know, I mean, the history continues, you know.
Yeah, and that is him. Somebody said in the comments, is that the guy the interviewer was calling Black Velvet Cake? Like, yeah, that's it. He talked about Cookie. And shout out to Cookie, too. Shout out Cookie.
Yeah.
Genuine person. Yeah, that's him, though. Black Velvet Cake. So, man, what was the...
Yes, sir.
You did all this other stuff, man. I'm moving around with you. Like, I see the respect level. Like, PY got the keys to the city. He's making this easy for me. You know what I mean? But now doing the film, you have been in movies. So tell us about the movies you have been in, but then stepping into that full producer role. So now you done produce all kind of other stuff, but now this is a feature film. That's what
Absolutely.
It is. So what was that transition like?
All right. So, I mean, with that transition, it's something that you look forward to, but then you need to prepare. You know, it's something that you always you look forward to, you want to do at some point as far as the movie industry is concerned. I think this is my fourth movie that I've acted in, but this is my first movie that I've produced. The first project I've worked on as a producer. You know, the first movie that I did was with Pascal. Yeah. Shout out to Pascal, you know, great director, writer, and actor as well. You know, he's one of my inspirations for doing what I do as far as movies concerned, acting is concerned. You know, because we spoke, you know, the first time he was in town a couple of years ago, and I got to know the kind of guy that he is, you know, and the kind of gift that he has for the industry, and not for what he's doing as a director. So I worked with him on Interception, and that was a good one. Ama McBrown was in that movie as well. Chris Atto, John Dumelo, Benny Blanco. Shout out to Benny Blanco, the baddest man.
Came by the set, showed us love.
You know, yes, sir. You know, so that was the first one that we did. Then I worked with Bassi on the TV series. You know, which was another great experience, which we can talk about that, you know, further on as we have a conversation. So I did Interception, then I worked with I did The Curfew as well with a director called Kofi. You know, so and then we worked on of course Coming to Africa.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what was that like from your perspective, right? I know what it was like for me getting ready to come over there. But what was you thinking in the month leading up to that? Is June or whatever? You know, these guys finna hop on the plane, come over here, making stuff happen. Hey, I don't know if I ever told you had the guy at the airport taking care of me. I don't know why. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I must have said it, but I don't know why I thought we was just gonna walk out with all the equipment like it was just cool. But the lady was at the gate giving us that look. You know? You know what? I'm like,
you're in Ghana.
Yeah. But we was coming out the airport, you know what I mean? And he's trying to keep it cool with your guy. Like, oh, they just taking a couple pictures. I didn't know what she was gonna say. She was giving us that look, and she probably was like, "Go ahead." Like I was like, "Yeah." So you was out there waiting on us, man, and we jumped in the car with you, and it was on. So I know what it was like for me. But as we on the way over there, you know, we really about to do this. What was you thinking?
I mean, you know, Power, you know, big up Power, and Future. Power and I, we've been talking about this movie for probably about a decade now. Exactly. And then so first of all, talking to you on the phone, and then waiting for you guys at the airport. I'm like, Charlie, okay, what am I didn't even know what to expect, tell you the truth. I was just ready. I'm just like, okay, let them come through, and then let's hit the ground and start working, because that was the most important thing for me, to start working, and then making sure that everything is ready for you guys, and and not to have any sort of little bit of doubts or not feeling like I'm not prepared enough. I got to get it right. These are my boys coming from the South. So and then coming out, meeting you, and then meeting Frank P, my man Frank.
Frank, I know Frank is here lurking in the chat. I saw him earlier.
So that was a good experience for me. And then the chemistry, was like, guys, let's get to work, and that was a good one. That actually broke the ice to make sure we can have a successful project.
Yeah, indeed, man. And as we did, man, so we did it. We came, got it done in a timely fashion, man, and let people know. One thing coming from me, but the cast that you and Bassie helped bring together, and just the names we have in it, particularly, Nanama, Auntie Paulina, Uncle David, all of them, like, talk about, what they mean to Ghana, and what that means to have them in this movie.
Well, talking about, let me start from the great David Donto. Yeah. Uncle David, I grew up, my mom used to work with Uncle David. That's how far back I know Uncle David, personally. But for what he's done, in the industry, for the continent, for Ghana, he is top of the line. He's been in TV shows, dating back then, we used to call him Ghana Man. Yeah. So that he is the original Ghana Man,
one of my coworkers who used to work with me, and who's from Ghana, that's what she. Oh yeah, you don't know Ghana Man? She was trying to explain to another Ghana. He couldn't remember, and that's how he remembered. I'm like, oh yeah, Ghana Man. Like, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So to get the opportunity to work with him on such a project is an honor. He's done international projects such as the one he did with Omar Epps. Mm-hmm. You remember that one we're talking about when Omar Epps was
Deep Impact, wasn't it? Deep Impact or something like that. It was. I think it's Deep Impact or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So so he's worked on projects like that, and then for him to be able to to accept to work with us, because he doesn't work with just anybody. That's one thing I know about him. To work with us is an honor for us, and then also to be able to bring him back on that international platform. So work with Uncle David Donto, is definitely going to add a lot of value to this particular project coming to Africa. Not only him, Paulina Odro. Paulina Odro, not only she's an actress, but she's also a musician. She sings and plays the instruments as well. And
she told me, I took her up on that offer. She was like, if you need some music, let me know. And then when you brought me to the one event, so remember, I forgot that.
Right.
Oh, that was a beautiful event. We walked there. She was just coming off the stage. She had just got done performing. But she told me I needed some music. I reached out in the middle of the editing process, like, yeah, you said I need some music. Send me some. And she sent it right over. And I was like, okay, give me this one. Give me this one. Put it right here. So, yeah, definitely.
Nice. So Paulina, then of course, Nanama McBrown, and having someone like Anwar Jamison on board is also special, for me personally, because she hasn't done an international project like this, you know. Yeah, thank you very much. He said it's In Too Deep, not Deep Impact. That's the movie with David Donto and Omar Epps. It's In Too
No,
Deep.
David
Yes.
Johnson not In Too Deep, but I'm not gonna
No,
argue.
no, In Too Deep is not. No,
No,
look at, he
In
just
Too
threw us
Deep
off
is
again.
Omar Epps. We're not in that one. But I appreciate you. We gotta go argue.
That's the one with
In Too Deep
That's
is
the one with LL.
Yeah.
LL Cool J, LL Cool
That's
J. You
another
know,
Omar Epps.
they both bald, but not that close.
Yeah, but around that time, though. Around that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, so I mean, so working with Nanama on this for an international platform, I think is great and is awesome. You know, for the industry as well. You know, so that. No, go ahead.
No,
Before I come back to it.
she is nominated for Best Actress tonight in a feature film for Coming to
Oh!
Africa. So yeah, we're gonna try to bring that home to us. So Nanama, we're gonna try to bring that home to you and ship it across the wire.
Absolutely.
We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. We're bringing that home. If we don't get that, I'm gonna pull a Kanye across the water.
Yeah.
Yes. So in terms of the cast, now let me go back to, you know, earlier on I was talking about working with Bassi.
Yeah.
You know, Bassi, I believe, is one of the most underrated producers that we have here in Ghana. You know, she's so gifted with what she does. She understands the game. She has experience, and there's so much that she has coming up. You know, and I can't wait for her to keep putting a lot of her works out for people to really see what she's made of. You know, apart from some of the movies that she's already put out already. But working with Bassi on this particular project, you know, she made all of us comfortable. She made sure.
Yeah.
You know,
she took care of a lot of the dirty work so we wouldn't have to.
Exactly, 100%. You know, 100%. You know, she took charge and made sure that we had a successful project. You know, and you don't find a lot of, you know, Bassis around in our industry. I'm just keeping it real. You know, so that was definitely a blessing.